What is up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. DJD here. There I am. And there I am again. Look at that. We are back to our regular schedule after a very packed weekend. I'm still actually like reeling from. I was so tired today. It was a lot, man. It was a lot this weekend. Also, my hair is just not doing anything. So we're just gonna roll with that, eh? At least my head goes this way, so you can't even see it. I don't know what's going on. I'll tell you right now, I've not been happy with my hair since, for 30 whatever years, and I have no problem admitting this, for 30 whatever years, my grandmother cut my hair. For 33 years, 34 years, whatever it was, my grandmother cut my hair. Never went to another barber ever. Because she didn't do it because she did it. She did it because she was a licensed hairdresser. She had a salon in the back of her house where she cut hair. So like everybody in my family went to her for a haircut. And so when she died, whatever it was, 3 years ago or whatever now, had to start going to real hairdressers. And ever since then, I've just not been happy with how it's been cut. But it is what it is. Every once in a while, I get a good hair day, but then I look at, maybe it's just a stream thing. Maybe it's just a stream thing. I don't know. Anyways, also I'm getting older, so things are thinning and, all that. Anyways, we are playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. We are near the end of this, guys. We are going today to assassinate Nuno Caro, which will cap off the Templar quest line that we need to complete for the next stage of the main story. It's bad.
Get paid to be an asshole.
Well, I guess you guys don't have to worry about that anymore. So yeah, all we gotta do is go assassinate Nuno Caro, who's like the head Templar of the story. It seems anyways. And then we can get into the rest of the ending, really. So we might finish this today, depending on how much there is left to do. There was another side quest that's somewhere that we've just never come up on. So I guess also it depends on if we stumble on that, because then that's another big circle of things to kill. But to date, we haven't come up on that. Nakamachi. Alright, let's see here. Okay, we did that. Now we gotta go up to Takeda proper. And we'll end up doing this with Yasuke, because this is his quest line. Alright, Takeda Castle. this the castle or is this? Yeah, it is. All right, let's switch over to Yasuke and start causing a ruckus, baby, causing a ruckus.
No, Caro. I am coming for you. There is no way you can run.
He said it, not me.
If I am seen, they will come for me.
Oh, who cares? Bro. Your whole thing is that easily you can have somebody come for you. Can I just not kill this guy in like one go? Really not. We're gonna play. Master Samurai? Is that for parrying a projectile? Yeah. I tried doing that with Girl, but it wouldn't let me. Oh, Nuno Caro. I'm coming for you. And I'm not even gonna be... Why is my bow out again? Next. This is not looking good for these guys. Are they even trying? Oh, this Guardian. I'll fight a Guardian. Oh, I thought that'd be... What the fuck happened there? Alright, well, we're trying that again. I have no idea what happened. To kill him in one shot? Like, I was almost full health. That was kind of crazy. Did he shoot something at me? Or did he drop something when he died? Or did the Guardian drop something when he died? I would think the Guardian dropped something when he died. Alright, we're actually not that far away, so it doesn't really... I thought it would put us back to the beginning, but it did not. Who the fuck are you? Come here. Oh, another Guardian wants a piece of this? Too many damn Guardians. not good at this. It's kind of interesting. Okay, he's throwing bombs, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, see, something exploded. I'm just gonna keep going up, like, who cares? The thing is over here. I saw a blue mark over there.
Caro, you are near. Can you feel it? It is the sins of your past given form.
It's time.
So, she helped him.
Yes, senor. It was a bloodbath, and she was nowhere to be found.
Didn't expect the giant to be the one that gave her a voice. Like a wagon following the donkey. Speak of the devil.
You will answer for what you did.
You speak as if we know each other personally.
We do. It's all right, Mama.
Senhor Caro!
Who sent you?
No one, Senor Caro. No one. Please! We saw nothing! We saw nothing! Ah! Mama! Ah! Ah, Mama! Mama!
It's of your own choosing.
Well, he tried. Go where? Bro's on a ship. Ooh. Just into the sea. You know, technically speaking, if it weren't for movie magic, let's say,
Yaske.
he had zero chance
Was
doing what he just did.
necessary. I had to set an example to the others. Your mother's death taught everyone how I felt about insubordination. Everyone except you, it seems.
Consider how I have cheated death twice in your presence. Consider the lives I have claimed to get to you. And then, consider how you will speak of my mother.
So, what do you want, Diogo? Revenge? It will get you nothing, I'm afraid. We have the regalia already.
Not for long. We will make sure of it.
We? Diogo. I was sent here because no one else in my organization cared enough. And look what I accomplished. Look around you, Diogo. Everything you see here is mine. This land, its resources, its people. You should understand that better than anyone.
Put 100, 1,000 men between us, Caro. There is no difference. You are welcome to watch them all die.
They're gonna die.
My friends, the bounty for escaped slaves will be honored today, but only dead.
Run. It will serve you no use.
Kill him, so we can focus on what really matters.
Let's do it.
Kill him. Remind him of his
Oh, no quiero. Where'd you go? Apparently this way. No? This is up. Well, everything's blocked. All right, here. Oh, no caro, I'm coming for you. That was rude.
I have hunted greater warriors than you. You cannot hide from me, Caro.
I don't know you very well. You guys are not very good, Caro. Even turning out your light. Bro, did I miss him? Oh, no, it says he's up.
Face me!
But why? I can just do that.
Stay away, Diogo. Let us settle this like civilized men.
Let's do
You
it.
know nothing of civility.
Ooh, listen to the music. Get ready for it.
Talk too much.
Ooh! Ooh! Slammed, bro!
Won't bring your mother back, Diogo.
Oh, listen to this music. It's badass. Ooh!
You please. It's over.
There's no way he survives that. Like, realistically, there's no way you can survive that. Throw your sword at him now. That'd be badass.
After you killed my mother, I kept my desire for vengeance in my heart. In the same place I once held thoughts of her. It kept me alive, nourished me, to get to you today.
Then, it's yours. Vengeance. Not that it will bring her back.
It is no longer mere vengeance I want.
Then what is it? What is this all about?
A declaration of war against the Templar Order.
You are serious? My God, you're serious. What makes you think you can win?
Because you confuse your capacity for violence with power. There is some power in deciding who lives and dies. I can attest to this. But you wield this power with fear. You fear that which you cannot control. Because deep down, you understand you have no power.
And what does killing me prove?
That no one is untouchable. That even you are just one blade of grass in a withering field. And when you die, no one will remember you. Your death will only ever be a message to your compatriots. One that says you should fear us.
We will hunt you down. My crew will send everything at you.
They will try. We will be ready. And they will discover everything is not enough.
This isn't over. It's the beginning, in fact. The beginning of your end.
It is done.
Declaring war on the Templars. A fool's errand. Goodbye, Diogo.
Requiescat in pace.
My name is Yasuke.
Wait, is that actually the end? What the fuck? There was another quest after this. It said you had to do the Yasuke thing to finish the game. To do that quest. There it is, guys. That's Assassin's Creed Shadows. It ended on kind of a cliff note. A cliffhanger. Which sucks. Just another... This game all around was very disappointing. It was a very disappointing game. I hate to say that, but it was. It was a very disappointing game. I think it was in just about every way, other than maybe visual, worse than Valhalla, Odyssey, and Origins. All of them. As a matter of fact, I would maybe put this... I'm actually going to put this at the bottom of the pile. You know, for fucking a decade... Like, for a really long time, guys, Assassin's Creed 2 Revelations was at the bottom of the pile. I'm putting this game now at the bottom of the pile. This was a really, really bad game. It did nothing new. Everything that Ubisoft said that they did, that they listened to the people and that they fixed, that they made more immersive, they fucking lied about. They said, like, oh, it was natural exploration. There were no more question marks. That was a lie. It was still riddled with bugs. The parkour is worse, is as bad as it's ever been. Which is, like, that's what this series was. The inclusion of Yasuke, like, why was Yasuke the end guy? Like, why did this end with Yasuke? This was Naoe's story. So that doesn't make sense. You know, this was Naoe's story. This wasn't Yasuke's story. And the ending of Naoe's story was so half-assed. And Yasuke's story ended on a cliffhanger. So it was like, oh, play our DLC. I'm not playing... By the way, guys, I'm not playing the DLC for this. I'm not playing the DLC for this. The combat was very shallow, and it was undertuned for Naoe and overtuned for Yasuke. Like, just going back, like, Yasuke's inclusion was useless. Like, everything that Assassin's Creed is not is what Yasuke was. Just a huge fucking, I don't know, merchant of war or whatever, a huge tank that couldn't do any sneaking, that couldn't do any climbing, that couldn't do anything that Assassin's Creed was known for. So he should have just been a NPC, you know, companion character like the other 5 or 6 companions, whatever it was. That's all he should have been. The story should have been Naoe. It should have been one protagonist, should have been Naoe. They could have reworked this story definitely in such a way. Thank you, Automod. Let's see where that is, though. How do I see held chat? Storybot said fuck you, so fuck you. There's no reason they couldn't have reworked Naoe There's no reason they couldn't have reworked the story for it to focus on Naue and only Naue. Just the Yasuke thing was really weird, and like I said, he was so antithetical to what this game is that it didn't make any sense to include him. The overworld events were the worst I've ever done. Pretty much they were just quick time events, which was stupid. The story was bare bones. They abandoned... See, I don't know what it is with Ubisoft, because this is the second time now they've done it. As the modern story gets on a roll, they abandon it. They did it the first time in Assassin's Creed, whatever it was, 2 or 3 or whatever, with Desmond, right? The modern story was just getting banging, and then they just fucking killed him. And then last game, Valhalla, again, the modern story was just getting awesome with like Loki coming back into the mix. Like Loki ended up getting revived as whatever his name was, and he ended up in the modern times. Again, I don't exactly remember. And then the girl ended up with Desmond as being like a watcher. Whatever the term, I don't remember what the exact terminology was, but like the modern story was starting to get interesting again after Valhalla, and it wasn't present at all in this game. It wasn't present at all in this game. So it was like every time the modern story gets good, and it's only happened twice in the entire series, they kill it off. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just, this game was just such a huge step back. I'll say the only thing, I guess, better than Valhalla is it wasn't as bloated. You know, it only took us 2 hours or something to beat. Valhalla took us 110. You know, so there weren't as many regions, but it was the same design. The story was completely disjointed, again, because they insist on this open world, zone-to-zone model where you do like some controlled story in an isolated area, and you can do it in any order, so it has to be like this. They don't connect, you know? Which is just the worst type of storytelling. Like, just tell a cohesive story. Why did the entire story of the Templars, why was it all condensed into a 2-hour segment at the end of the game? Like, Yasuke's story came out of nowhere. Like, all of a sudden there was a slaver, and apparently the slaver was a Templar. We didn't learn any of that. In 75 hours, we didn't know any of that information. We didn't know any of that information in 75 hours. And then in Naue's story, it was like, we got to kill the people who killed our dad and took that box that she was told to protect. We get it back. We find out there's actually 3 boxes. Somebody else had the second one. The third one, we don't know where it is, except for the fact that, but instead of going to find the third one or learning about the third one or whatever, now we switch over to the Templar story with Yasuke for the last 2 hours. It didn't make any sense. This game was terrible. This was a terrible game. It was a terrible game. It's my last, you know, and we stuck it out for 80 hours. And you know, you might be saying, oh, you know, you stuck it out for 80 hours. You know, it must be all right. I'm just stubborn like that. I'll play the worst game ever, and you know, 99 times out of 100, I'll finish it. But I genuinely did not enjoy this game. I genuinely did not enjoy this game. Every once in a while, they would do something cool also, and then it'd be the only part in the game where they would do it, and it'd just be like, where was that before? You know? The best part of this game was the Dead by Daylight quest, the Dead by Daylight event quest, which again shouldn't have been in this game at all, but it was the coolest part of the game. And that was only a temporary event. Just not a... It wasn't a good game. And unfortunately, it's completely killed the series for me. It's completely killed the series for me. It took a long time for me to get here. But we will certainly not be playing another Assassin's Creed game on release, if ever, again. The only exception to that rule might be Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag. There's rumors that they're doing a remake. Hopefully it's a full-on remake. But I don't have faith that they're not just going to remove the coolest parts of it and ruin everything else. So I'm not even sure that, you know, we'll even touch that with a 10-foot pole. It wasn't a good game. This was not a good game. It wasn't a good game, but it is what it is. It's over now. Here's all the people that went into ruining Assassin's Creed for me. Here's all the people that went into ruining Assassin's Creed for me. What a shame. What a shame. I can't say anything good about this game. I hate that I can't, but I can't. We're gonna play it a little bit more. I do want to see what that post-game quest was. I don't know why this is saying it's not receiving enough video. It definitely is. We're gonna see what that quest was that it wanted me to finish Yasuke for. I imagine we still have to find that last box for Naue. Hopefully they didn't leave that to DLC. Hopefully they didn't leave that to DLC. Anyways, guys, here's the plan. Depending on what this post mission is, we'll check it out. Because we've only been streaming for... If I knew that we only had like fucking 15 minutes left, I would have finished it the other night. I would have finished it last week. The next game on our docket, presumably tomorrow, is South of Midnight, which came out in April or May. Came out in April or May, and it's kind of a middle of the road game, but it looked interesting, so I want to play it. Can't be worse than this. Can't be worse than this. So we're gonna start that again, presumably tomorrow. I'm gonna see what's going on in the post game, but I imagine it's not very much. So we'll see. But South of Midnight is the next game. After South of Midnight, next week there's a few things coming out that we're going to check out. So it's going to be just a matter of killing time until next. South of Midnight's only supposed to be like a 9 or 10 hour long game. Like we'll finish it in a few nights. We'll finish it in probably 4 nights. So reasonably, we'll probably, if we get to start South of Midnight tomorrow, we'll finish South of Midnight by Friday, presumably. But on the 17th, the new Lost in Random roguelike comes out. I want to play that. That's next Tuesday. And then I think it is on Thursday, FBC comes out. Which, realistically, I'd like to play FBC with Raji and Joel. Because it is a 3-person co-op game. But I don't know how feasible that is. Rematch also comes out, but that one I think we are definitely playing with Raji and Joel. I think Raji's going to buy Joel a month of Game Pass, and we're going to check Rematch out, and then I guess we would check out FBC. So that's the plan. But our next major game, and then we'll bum around for the next month. I don't know exactly what. We might play the next Mass Effect, but there's also some other stuff I want to do. So it's just a matter of picking out of a hat what that other stuff is. And then next month is Wu Chang Falling Feathers. Holding my breath that that's a good game, because that's the next game that I do want to play on the stream. As a matter of fact, I want to do a marathon if the timeline warrants it. But we got some good stuff, and you know what? Honestly, it's gonna be a banging fall. The second half of the year is gonna be really banging. It's gonna be moving quickly. Lots of new stuff. The conferences showed us some new stuff. Like the second half of this year. And next year, it's gonna be go-go. It's gonna be go-go-go, guys. It's gonna be go-go-go, guys. Also, sometime this summer is supposed to be the Monster Hunter Wilds second title update. So we'll be checking that out too. There hasn't been anything really interesting in Wilds. They did the cat heads. They did the event for the cat heads last week or this week or whatever it is. I did that on my own. It was just kill 3 Cumatrice in the arena, or in the Wounded Hollow, but that's the arena. So I just cranked that out. That was easy. Get the cat heads, but other than that, there hasn't been anything. I guess they just came off the Street Fighter collab, so so that's all right. But we'll jump back into Wilds every once in a while. That's the plan. I plan to keep up with... I said it before, and we've done a good job so far. I plan to keep up with the title updates in Wilds. So we did title update 1. We did Mizutsune. And we did Zoshia. High rank Zoshia. We did the Street Fighter collab. We did Arc Tempered Rado. So whatever they throw at us, I'll be there for. So that might make it in the mix this summer, but yeah. I'm glad I'm past this game though. Expedition 33, man. I'm so glad I played that on stream. What a great game. What a great game that was. What a great game that was. Not like this. Not like this. And I'm excited for South of Midnight. It's got a really interesting look to it. It's got a really interesting like story to it. I don't know how the combat is. I heard that's kind of where it falters. But I think I'm going to like the parts around it. I might even like the combat, you know? I remember playing last year Banisher's Ghost of New Eden from Don't Nod. Everybody was like, oh, the combat was garbage in that. But you know what? It wasn't the best combat, but it wasn't like terrible combat. And everything around it was so awesome that it didn't even matter. So if South of Midnight is the same way, if everything around the, you know, middling combat, if it is middling, is phenomenal, then I'll be happy with that, you know? So we shall see. We shall see. Guys, I didn't prepare anything else tonight, except these credits are taking half an hour, so it doesn't really matter. And I got them on fast forward. I'm holding this fucking trigger. See, it's this fast forward there. Let's hold R2. See, it slows down. I'm holding R2 and it's still taking fucking forever. You want to know why Ubisoft's games cost $600 million to make? This is why. Look at all the fucking people that work on it. Do they need all these people? No. Could it be 1/5 of the... Could it be one... Yeah, fuck it. Could it be 1/5 of the scale and still be a good game? And you don't need all this? Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. The early Assassin's Creeds were better than anything they've made in the last probably 7 years, if not longer. They didn't have a fraction of the staff. Probably I think it was around Syndicate. Not Syndicate. The French one, Union. Was that Unity? Unity. Probably around Unity is when their staffing started getting ridiculously bloated. I remember Unity having like stupid long credits. And from there, it just was all downhill. Credits take longer than the game. Credits have more content than the game does. The game just stretches that content over 80 hours. Anyways, so in my opinion, this is a pass. This is the worst Assassin's Creed game Ubisoft's ever made. I think I'm in crazy land though, because I heard a lot of people say, even with Mirage, said they liked the game. I hated Mirage. I hated this game. Although I consider Mirage a side game, it's not a main game. So I'm not gonna put it into the main game rankings. It would be pretty low though if I did. But a lot of people said they liked it. A lot of people I saw said they liked this, and I was like, "You guys must be in fucking. I must be in fucking crazy land. I must be in crazy land." The other game that I see people say that with, that again I just fucking hate, is Rise of the Ronin from Team Ninja. Like, I love Neo. I'm so excited for 3. We played the demo on Friday, and had a great time with it. But Rise of the Ronin sucked. Rise of the Ronin. Well, the Rise of the Ronin's combat sucked. But everybody's like, I really like Rise of the Ronin. It's their best game. Dumbass. Not only do I accept your opinion, I mock it. The only thing I accept from... If you say Rise of the Ronin is good, the only thing I accept that's coming out of your mouth is that is that those words are proof that you have brain damage. That's all I got. That's all I got. Same with this game. Like, just, it's not a good game. I genuinely want this to kill Ubisoft. I genuinely want, I'm sorry, like, I'm not bitter at Ubisoft. Ubisoft used to be, in my opinion, around the Black Flag era, we'll say, maybe a little bit earlier, up to whatever. I would say Ubisoft was, in my opinion, the best developer publisher, like the major out of EA, Activision, etc. You know, Ubisoft, Capcom, Sega. Ubisoft was the best one. I thought Ubisoft was the best one because their Assassin's Creed games were great. Their Far Cry games were great. This is when they were spitting out Tom Clancy games. Their Tom Clancy games were great. They were firing on. They had smaller games like Child of Light, which was great. Like they were firing on all cylinders, and they lost it all. They lost it all. You know, they've stopped making Tom Clancy games. Although Division was still really good, but you got to think Division 2's got to be almost 10 years old at this point, right? Like, they got to be. Division 2 has to be like 7 or 8 years old at this point. Maybe it's not. Maybe, but I think it is. Maybe it's not, but I think it is. They just came out with a new DLC, by the way. But they haven't done any Tom Clancy stuff. No Splinter Cells. Ghost Recon Wildlands was I really like Ghost Recon Wildlands, but they ruined it with Breakpoint. That's when they started homogenizing everything. That's when everything started homogenizing. You got these shitty Assassin's Creed games and the bloated Far Cry games, like with 5 and all that. And then Breakpoint came out, and Breakpoint was just an amalgamation of Ubisoft's worst ideas. So that sucked too. But, you know, so they haven't done any Tom Clancy games other than Rainbow Six Siege, which, whatever. You know, their Assassin's Creed sucks. I will say I liked Far Cry 6 more than I liked 5 and whatever that expansion pack was, or that spin-off was, whatever you want to call it. So I think 6 was a very rare not miss, but a lot of people hated 6. Again, it was a crazy land moment for me. Like, I thought 6 was way better than 5, but you know, the only thing I ever saw was that 5 was way better than 6. I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't know. I'm a crazy land, I guess. But you know, the Assassin's Creeds have sucked. I liked Odyssey, but that was probably more because of the setting, right? Like, if it wasn't in Greece, ancient Greece, would I have liked it as much? Probably not. Probably not. Because Origins is like a meh game for me, and Valhalla is another awful game. Not as awful as this, but still pretty bad. So I can't help but think that I also probably would have hated Odyssey if it wasn't in ancient Greece. You know, they've just fallen so much. The studio, the dev publisher that's really on the up is Capcom. Capcom, in my mind, has taken the reins, and the only thing that's holding them back from being like fucking god tier is they just have no idea how to optimize that Resident Evil engine. They have no idea how to optimize that Resident Evil engine, especially in open world games. But if they figure that out, man, they're firing on all cylinders. Their Resident Evils are great. Their Monster Hunters are great. You know, they finally came out with Dragon's Dogma 2. They got this Pragmata game that's coming out that looks great. Like, they just have fucking so much that's just looking awesome. Both past, present, and future. Like, they're just killing it. And like I said, the only thing that's holding back is the Resident Evil engine, because it just does not work well in open world games. But they are insistent on using it. They are insistent on using it. It works fine in Resident Evil, don't get me wrong. If it's a corridor game, the engine works great. It worked great in 7, it worked great in 8. I'm sure it'll work great in 9. But their open world games, Dragon Dogma 2 was garbage, ran like garbage. Monster Hunter Wilds didn't run that great. On PC it was, I didn't play it on PC, but man, I saw it, like, it was not good on PC. Guys, these credits have been going on literally for, I think, I literally think like over half an hour now. I think literally half an hour now. I think I was at 34 minutes when these... I think my stream time was at 34 minutes when I started running these credits. And then we're at 59 now. Almost 30 minutes. And I'm on fast forward. I'm on fast forward. This is fast forward. This isn't even... I could do this. Fuck, I could go backwards. But I have to watch them. Everybody's like, just skip them. I can't skip credits. I've been streaming for 13 years, 14 years, something like that. I can't skip credits. I can't skip credits. I feel like if I've taken the time to play the game, I should show the names of the people who made that game, good or bad. I should show their names on stream, even if I do it at fucking light speed. Like, because sometimes you can go, some games, which is awesome, let you just fucking blast through the credits. Like, fucking blast through them, dude. Like, you can't even read them, but I'll still show, like, what's the point at that point? But it's still technically me showing them, right? It's still technically me showing. I have to show the credits. I have to show the credits. What is this music? Did Yoko Ono do this soundtrack? I don't know, guys. I don't know, guys. But yeah, South of Midnight is our next game. Looking forward to that. After that, I don't know. Got some ideas. We got some smaller stuff we're gonna do. We got Wu Chang in July. What else do we have? Because we have other things too. We have so much. I doubt we have so much starting in July. Let's run it back and see what we got. So next week we're going to do FBC Firebreak, Lost in Random, The Eternal Die. Those won't last us a ton of time. We're just going to rematch. Are we done? No, now it's just gonna do generic music. Where is Wu Chang? Wu Chang's on the 24th of July, so it's actually late in July, but it's on a Thursday. We'll probably do a weekend marathon for Wu Chang if the reviews come back good, because Wu Chang I'm still on the fence about. I'm still on the fence about Wu Chang. It looks good. It looks interesting. But there's also, you know, people have pointed things out where it's like, oh, okay, maybe I see it now, you know? So there's some doubt in my mind, but we're probably going to play it anyways. And so that's it for July. July's not terrible. In August, on the 29th, which is still the end of August, excuse me, is Lost Soul Aside, which was, I think, scheduled for June, and it got pushed back. June or May or something like that. Oh, you know what? It was scheduled for the day Night Rain came out. Which I fucking wish that it had come out then, because it would have saved me from buying Night Rain. But we got Lost Soul Aside, which is looking good. I'm looking forward to that. And we have that's on August 2-9. Oh, that works out great. That works out great because the 1st is Labor Day. So I'm only going to take one day off for Lost Soul Aside. So we're going to do a weekend marathon for Lost Soul Aside. A week later, not even a week later, on the 4th of September is Hell Is Us, which we're also going to play. I should play the demo. I just really don't want to. I heard it's really badly optimized on PC. So I'm hesitant to touch it, but it'll be fine on console. We'll play it on console. So we got Hell Is Us in early September. And then we're not doing Borderlands 4, in case anybody wants to know. And then on September 19th is Trails in the Sky first chapter. I don't know if I'm going to play it on stream, but I kind of want to play it on stream. I've been holding off finishing. I really want to play the Trails games. Oh, fuck my things. I really want to play the Trails games. And, I don't know why. I just can never get past the first chapter. And it's not because I get bored or whatever. It's just because there's no good way to play it. And so I started playing on the Steam Deck, and then I've kind of changed my setup in like my living room, so now it's a little more accessible on my computer. But I was playing on GOG on the Steam Deck, so it didn't do a cloud saver. I don't even know if GOG does cloud saves or whatever. So it didn't do a cloud save, so either I had to finish it on Steam Deck or I had to restart. And I was pretty deep in it. I didn't want to restart. But then they announced this remake, so I figure I'd do the remake, and then I can get everything else on Steam, at least the ones that are only on Steam, and play them in my living room, because I can do that. And then hopefully I can get into the Trails games. There's fucking a million of them. So I don't know. I'm playing it for sure. I just don't know if I'm going to do it on stream or not. But there is a chance. I'm kind of interested in playing it on stream. Silent Hill... but this is where it gets tricky, because that's on the 19th. Silent Hill F is on September 25th, as is Sonic Crossworlds. I definitely am playing Silent Hill F. I definitely am playing Silent Hill F. For sure. Marathon is on the 23rd. I don't see myself playing Marathon unless it's free on something. What was Alien Rogue Incursion? Oh, that's VR. Never mind. October 2nd is Directive 8020, which is a Dark Pictures anthology game. We're going to play that. That's October 2nd. So I'm going to have to see how long it is. Typically, I like to play these games in one day. So I don't do a proper marathon for them. We just try to crank it out in one day, but it depends on how long it is. So it might be something we do for a weekend. It might just be something we do on that Sunday or whatever. But that's planned for around October 2nd. Oh, and then, October 2nd is not just Directive 8020, and this is where it gets complicated. It's also Ghost of Yotei, which is going to shit all over this game. This was the worst year that Ubisoft could have released, Assassin's Creed Shadows. Within 12 months, within, 8 months of Ghost of Yotei? Ghost of Yotei is going to shit all over this game. All over this game. Ghost of Tsushima already shits all over this game. Ubisoft chose the worst possible time to make a Japanese Assassin's Creed with their quality of game, because so many good Japanese games have come out recently. You know, in the near past. Ghost of Tsushima at the very top, and now Ghost of Yotei is coming out. So Ghost of Yotei is gonna shit all over this. That's October 2nd, so we're playing that for sure. We're gonna marathon that, all that fun stuff. This is where things get really tricky too, by the way, guys, because like I said, we got Directive 8020. I gotta fit that in somewhere. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. It's on the same day, so I'm playing Ghost of Yotei all weekend. I probably am not gonna do 8020 that weekend, so I don't know when 8020 is gonna get fit in. Digimon Story Time Strangers on the 3rd. Again, that's something that maybe I would want to play on cast, but given the surrounding stuff, I don't know if I'm going to. Ninja Gaiden 4 is on October 21st. We haven't played the first 3 Ninja Gaidens. I don't know if I will. I don't know if I'm going to play 4. I'm not sure. 4 looks really good, mind you, but the barrier I was saying this yesterday during the Xbox event. The barrier to entry is so high because 1, especially 1, looks like garbage. It looks like something I'm just not. I don't want to play it. You know. If you have the rose-tinted goggles, you think Ninja Gaiden is the best thing ever. If you don't have the rose-tinted goggles, you look at that game, there's no way you can objectively say that looks like a good game. But Ninja Gaiden 4 looks like a good game. So, I don't know. The Outer Worlds 2 is out in... I don't think this is right. This says October 24th, but it says it for the premium edition, and I don't see anything for the other one. Oh yeah, here it is. October 29th is Outer Worlds 2. Again, we haven't played the first one, so the second one's kind of off limits, but you know, you never know. We might be able to finish the first one in time. Might be able to finish the first one in time. And then, you know what? There's a ton of other games that's just the PlayStation list. Oh, I forgot I gotta hold this. There's a ton of other games. That I'm sure I'm missing. There's that Keeper game on Xbox. I don't know when that is. I think that's also in October from Double Fine. So the long and short of it, guys, is we're eating well. That's the long and short of this. We're eating well. As a matter of fact, and then early next year is Neo 3, is Resident Evil 9, and God knows what else. So that's just what's announced for the first quarter of the year. So it's a busy period of time. The point is, we're gonna play games, and I don't know what games, even though, because there's just so many. There's just so many. Probably RPGs will get bumped first. Like Trails in the Sky and Digimon Story will probably be the first ones bumped. Pokemon ZA also. I want to get, and I want to play Arceus on Cast. We never played Arceus on Cast. I played it on my own. But I do kind of want to play one of these Pokemon games on stream. So, like I said, the longest, and that's sometime the end of this year too. I don't know if they announced a release date for that game yet, but it's sometime the end of this year, right? So that's another one. Like, there's so much coming out. There's so much coming out. Guys, this has to be almost over. Like, how is it not? I saw Human Resources, there's music. It's not cycling, is it? 'Cause I'm not actually reading this. Licensing. Okay, this is non-Ubisoft licensing, so I think we're getting to the end here. Oh, here we go. Special thanks. Oh, we're getting there. So we got a lot of games. So I don't know what's coming on the cast. I know if you're on Twitch, there's an About Me, in the About Me section, there's a list of games I want to play. And the order in which I want to play them. We followed that list for several years. We're kind of at the point now where I want the focus to be more on new games, which maybe is shooting myself in the foot. And the non-new games are kind of in between. And that list is in between. But also there's other games that I want to play that aren't on that list. You know, like we ended up doing last year Resident Evil 8. It wasn't on that list. But I just wanted to play it. This year there's a few. I want to do Devil May Cry 5. And I want to do Metro Exodus. So those are two games that, you know, when I said I'm going to pull something out of a hat, those are two games that are in the hat. The Shadow games, the Stalker, sorry, not Shadow games, Stalker games. You know, we played Shadow Chernobyl last year, or was it earlier this year? I don't remember. I want to do the other two, Call of Pripyat and Clear Sky, before eventually I want to jump into Stalker 2, you know. Why is it still going? They said special thanks, so why are they still going? So there's stuff like that. You know, there's a lot. There's so much that I want to stream. We're now at 1:14 in the cast. And like I said, I think we started somewhere around 34. We'll say 40 just to be nice. Just to be nice, we'll say we started at 40 minutes in, the credits. So we're going on 34 minutes at this point of credits. Like, this is nuts. It is nuts that you have this many staff working on your game. Like, how is this acceptable? If I was a major shareholder at Ubisoft, I'd be calling for whoever decided that this is, you know, the staff that Ubisoft needs. You want to talk bloat? This is fucking bloat. This is why games cost as much as movies now. This is why games cost more than movies now. And this is why your games are $80, $90 now. Over $100 Canadian. Over $100 Canadian. This is why. And meanwhile, you have games like Expedition 33, which blow this game's ass out of the water, has done on their first try better than anything Ubisoft's put out in 10 years, with literally 1/1000th of the staff, that was able to sell their game for $50 Canadian, or whatever it was, $60 Canadian, whatever. What was it American? $40, $50 American? And then there's Ubisoft, who can't, and they're in financial trouble. It was like, you're in financial trouble. Fucking learn a lesson. You're in financial trouble because you're refusing to learn a lesson. Because of this. This is not learning a lesson. This is not learning a lesson. This is the opposite of that. Let's make our games bigger and bloatier and hope that attracts people. But you know what's funny though? Because I was reading a subreddit post for the Lies of P DLC, you know, and this is where Ubisoft, you know, is catch-22 or whatever you want to say it. Because I was reading a Lies of P DLC thread yesterday or Saturday night or something like that. I don't know when it was. It was after, obviously, the Lies of P DLC was announced. And they were like, oh, it seems a little bit short for the money they're asking. You know, 10 to 12 hours for $30 is kind of a ripoff. What the fuck? 10 to 12 hours, is exactly the length of game that I want to play. $30 is the exact price I want to pay for a 10 to 12 hour game. You know, like $30, come on. Like, gamers are the greediest. You know why? Do you know why game developers are the greediest motherfuckers? Because gamers are the greediest motherfuckers. And despite that, like, dichotomy or whatever you want to call it, that difference between devs and gamers, somehow, you know, most devs are still doing just fine. But it drives me up a wall when somebody says two things in the gaming world I can't fucking I can't fucking stand. One is when somebody says, I really want to support this studio, I really like this series, I really want to play this, and then they go ahead and say, I'll wait for when it's 50% off and get it in 6 months. I can't wait to get it at 50% off in 6 months. Oh, go fuck yourself. You're the reason the industry sucks. You're the reason that these small studios with seemingly great looking games can't stay afloat. Because you say, I'm gonna buy it in 6 months for 50% off, and then the studio gets $10, and then shock Pikachu face, we didn't make enough money to keep our doors open. Yeah, you're the fucking reason, you jackass. So that's the first gamer thing that I hate, and it's everywhere. If you like something, if you want to show your support for something, fucking buy it at full price. Even if it goes in your backlog, support the studio. When there's something I want to support, I give them my money right away, even if I'm not going to get to it, because I want to support the studio. With Expedition 33, for example, it's on Game Pass. I bought it on I have Game Pass. I bought it on PlayStation. You know why? Because I knew it was going to be awesome. I knew I was going to love it. I loved it more than I even thought I was going to. I wanted them to have my money. I wanted them to have the full amount of money that they were asking of me. I can never imagine saying Expedition 33 looks like a phenomenal game. I want to throw my support behind that dev studio, whose name I don't remember right now. I want to throw my support behind the dev studio. I'll get it in 6 months for 50% off. Saying those in the same sentence, like, that blows my fucking mind. The jackasses that say that. And the other thing that drives me up a wall is when they say the game is too short for what it's asking. There's obviously a line. Like, I don't want to pay $60 for a 3-hour game. But if a game is 15 hours, I'm fine paying $60 for that. As should everybody. And that's the reason Ubisoft does shit like they do. Because there's so many gamers out there who won't touch a game for full price if it's not 80 hours. It doesn't matter if the 80 hours fucking sucks. It doesn't matter if there's 3 quality hours and 77 bad hours. There are people out there who look at, yeah, this is an 80-hour game, I'll throw full price behind it, or this is a 30-hour game, I'm not paying $60 for it. That sucks. Like, gamers are the most entitled group of idiots I've ever seen. They really are. They really are. I always say, you know, sometimes I wish I could meet more gamer friends and, you know, do co-op, because there's things that, like, Raji and Joel, they don't like, right? I'd like to meet more people so I could play things like Repo, you know, for example, games like that. Or Lethal Company, which I was, you know, lucky enough to play once or twice with some people, but I want to meet more people so I can do more of that. But at the same time, man, I look at some of the gaming takes that are the most prevalent in this industry, and I don't think I can get along with most gamers. I don't think I can get along with most gamers, because I'm the type of person who's going to call you an idiot if you say something that's stupid. And gamers say stupid shit all the time. All the time. That's all it is to it. That's all there is to it. All the time. Can this just end? You know what's stupid? These fucking credits. Like, what is D2P operations? They're just like Hey Eve, you know what we need? You know what our company is sorely lacking? A D2P community specialist, or fucking whatever they said. What is that? What is that? I don't know, but it sounds cool, doesn't it? Huh, hire 17,000. Okay, we're at least the second special thanks. That's at least the second special thanks. And it's not the same as the first one, so I know, at least at this point in time, it's not looping. Look at, they're only on the Bs. Look how long the special thanks are. They're only on the Bs. There was 150 Bs. What is this? We have watched the credits. We have watched, this is not even a lie, guys. We have watched the credits 3 times longer tonight than we've played the game. Not quite 3 times. At least twice. We've watched the credits more than 2 times longer than we've played the game tonight. The special thanks are still going. They're only on the M's. Oh my god. At least there was only a few O's. Figured they would make some up just to hit their 100-person mark. Does anybody know any people with O's for a last name? Like every once in a while there's an Asian name in there. They just see, they do both. Oh, we're getting there. Oh, we're getting there. We're on the W's. It's going. Y's. Z's. Oh, now, production babies. Production babies. I don't understand how Ubisoft can have such long credits. Can have so many people working for them. Did all of these people actually work on the game, or are they just like list every fucking person who works at Ubisoft ever? Sir, our records don't go back that far. Well, dig out the friggin' paper copy employee records from the employees who joined us in 1991. I don't know what year they started. Why do we have to do procurement and purchasing and UX team? Cultural discovery. This is pissing me off now, guys. This is genuinely pissing me off. Localization. German, Spanish. This is driving me up a wall. I hate it. I want to cry. Why do they have to have a separate title for all the for like a group of like 3 or 4 individual ones, and then they listed the 3 or 4 individual ones anyways? Arabic, Polish, Russian. Management. Tech ops. Graphics. Cinematics. Museums. Special cultural discovery. Special thanks. Oh, legal notices. Okay, hold on. Hold on. This looks like the end. This looks like the end. Crypto. Oh shit. They were crypto mining. Confirmed. Thank God this is the last Ubisoft game I ever have to watch credits for. You don't have to put the entire contract in the... You don't have to put the entire contract in the credits. You don't have to. You don't have to put the entire contract in the credits. Put the entire EULA at the credits. All the terms of service. Every contract they made with every studio ever. You really don't have to put this. You really don't have to put this in your game. You really don't have to put this in your game. Who was like, this has to go in our credits? You don't. You put it like a fucking website link or something. Put it on the website. Some of these are fucking website links. Tell me these aren't website links. These are website links. Guys, these are website links that they're just website links in the credits. Not even full website links, just part of it. Like somebody took their computer drive and then just cut out, well, I can't have that part in there, and just left the rest of it. I've never seen, listen, I've seen so many games with Havoc in the credits, and I've never seen a single fucking game put the terms of service for Havoc in the credits. See, again, these are website license.txt. Why do you got to put that in there? I'm so confused at what they were doing with this. All right, we're done. This isn't credits anymore. It's not credits anymore. So Not credits anymore. At that point, it's not credits anymore. It's over. Like, I would have played something else if I didn't have to watch credits for an hour.
My demons have been silenced.
Oh, yay.
At last. I am honestly not sure how I feel. I should return to Tomiko. If anyone can knock sense into me, it is she with that broom.
All right, so let's go back to the hideout and talk to Tomiko. And see if there's anything else going on. And it better be quality because I'm not... After those credits... I refuse to play this after tonight. So whatever it is, better be basic enough that I can finish this tonight. Tomorrow we are playing South of Midnight no matter what. We beat the game, as far as I'm concerned.
Ah, you've returned. Both of you.
It's strange, Tomiko, to feel this way. Done.
You're not dead. Your work is done, but you are very much still here. Celebrate. Breathe. Rest. There will be time for more work later.
But what is my work? Protecting daimyo? Fighting battles that are not my own?
It is the work of living. Building a life and harvesting the fruit. There will always be people in need. You are one of them now. Take care of yourself.
Thank you. It is good advice.
I hope you'll take it too.
Point taken. You and Yasuke should take a moment to speak with the others. They will be pleased to see you back healthy and whole.
What do you think? Do you want to talk to the others, or should I?
You go ahead. I will speak with them later.
All right, so, oh my god. This will be the rest of the night.
Hey,
It has been a long journey, my friend.
it's a lot, isn't it? How much we've seen and done together.
Together. And apart. There are things I have done that I have yet to reconcile.
Why didn't you tell me? My rage, my reasons. They were plain. If you'd told me more, I could have helped.
It is not like that, Naue.
Then what is it like?
When the Shimbakufu killed your father, you knew that you would hunt them down. You were driven, focused. You knew you would find them and bring them to justice.
Yes.
For me, for the men who wronged me, I never thought I would see them again, except for in my nightmares. So when I came to this place, I buried it all. I rebuilt myself through strength and service.
Until you found them. Here.
It is its own kind of wound, to have pain unearthed like that. So suddenly, as quick as the blade you wear around your wrist. The depth of my anger surprised me. And now, the void that it has left behind.
I know how you feel. But that space, when the rage leaves, it makes room for something else.
What?
That's for you to decide.
Deep. Okay, that was one.
I am glad to see you have returned, teacher. I knew you would.
There were times I wasn't sure I would return myself. What makes you so confident, Yagoro?
We are the Kakishiba Ikki. Nothing can stand in our way. But as your loyal apprentice, it would have been my duty to avenge you, should you have fallen. So, I'm glad you did not fall.
Thanks, Yagoro.
All right. We'll talk to everybody. It's fine.
I suppose you want me to say how proud I am, how grateful I am that you saved me from my sad and pathetic former self?
A little gratitude wouldn't hurt.
Thank you, then, for saving me.
Which time? I remember saving your ass at least twice, Genojo, so you'll have to be more specific.
That's what I get for being vulnerable, huh? Lesson learned.
You're welcome.
And now you can thank me for that night of passion we spent together. I don't count my favors like you seem to, but I know it was more than twice.
You're impossible, Genojo. I should stay. Speak with the others.
A marvelous league you have assembled. I am grateful. Do let Yasuke know I'm here, should you speak with him.
I have been a great help, haven't I, big sister? Are you glad to have me at your side?
I am. You've been a big help, little sister.
I would have been fine either way, you know. The people here are kind to me. This is my home now. But I will visit the ocean soon. I want to tell my father all the things I've done.
I congratulate you, Naoe.
Thank you, Heiji. Whatever debt you owed Tomiko, you have repaid in full.
I am even more in debt than before. I improved everyone's weapons, but your friendship mended more in me.
I noticed a glint in your eye. You're working on something, aren't you?
I have a new idea. Something to sustain life instead of take it.
That will be an impressive sword.
Not a sword. A cooking knife. The best Sakai has ever seen.
Welcome home. Though it is a strange path that has led us here.
You and I, you mean?
And the rest of our allies. We have accomplished much. All for the greater good, I hope.
I've seen much evil in this world, Yaya. And I know our actions have brought good to its people.
But still, every choice has an echo, whether we hear it or not.
Then we must choose carefully and forgive quickly.
Ah, you've been listening.
We've done it. After everything. I can't believe it. I wonder what timeless wisdom Shote would give us now.
My father? Nah. Let's just do as he would. Go straight to the rice wine.
I'll drink to that.
Almost there.
Oh no, it's the poet again.
Careful, or I'll write a verse about you. Deepening shadows hid not this shinobi, for her stench was as keen as her blade.
Boo!
Tell Yasuke I'm waiting here, would you? I'll stay until I have a chance to speak with him.
Are you back for good this time, Inoue? No more danger?
Well, every light casts a shadow. But for the moment, I'm here to stay.
Yatta! There's so much I can show you! I've gotten even better at painting. Especially detail. I practiced a lot on Auntie Tomiko.
And how did that go?
She asked me, why do you make my face look so old, Junjiro? And I said, because I've gotten better at painting. And then she hit me with the broom. But if you're home now, that means I could practice on you.
Yatta.
What else can we do?
What's wrong?
Did a tanuki dig up your root vegetables again?
No. This. I didn't see anyone.
Neither did I.
You wouldn't have.
Since your birth, I have watched you, Vaishnavi. You have grown and changed in ways that surprise me. But more surprising still is the way you have changed me. I had thought hope was a useless thing, a burden to be cast aside. But in you, I finally see its strength. Hope is not a stone to weigh you down. It is a foundation in which to build. In exchange for this gift, I offer you two in return.
What's this?
The first is a symbol of what we will become. And the second, well, suffice to say, I have a lead. Tsuyu is closer than we imagined. Hattori Hanzo.
This is going to be the revelation of the Assassin's Guild. An alive one. No, maybe not.
Will you go to him?
No. He'll find me when he's ready.
And your mother?
I'll find her when I'm ready.
I will be here.
No, you won't. Not in my house.
Junjiro will never let me hear the end of it if you weren't.
He is dear to me. I want to protect him. Always.
I know.
Found you!
You finally took off my new hood, I see.
Auntie Tomiko made me. She said I'd hurt myself running around with it falling over my eyes.
It is too big for you.
It is now, but maybe I'll grow into it.
Are you sure you want to? It's a big job.
I can do it. Anything is possible.
Bro, this even makes less sense. They couldn't have been more, at least with the
As
Yasuke.
this land remains divided, the Kakushiba Ikkyu will protect its people.
Epilogue. Nice. Out of the Shadows, complete. That was even worse because at least with Yasuke, it was like, okay, well, now we're just kind of in the Assassins versus Templars, you know, mix. But this one was like, oh yeah, she's still got, Tsuyu's still out there and there's a chance we're going to find her. Except, no, the game is over. Okay, hold on, what was that? Okay, this is another, we're gonna do this because this is another Animus thing. So we'll go do that. Plus, I still have an hour. So why would I not just do more? Because it's either that, guys, we've played 20 minutes. In 2 hours, we've been live for almost 2 hours. I played 20 minutes. So at least if all I'm doing is running to this point and then listening to more cutscenes, fuck me, at least it's something. Like I said, tomorrow we're gonna do South of Midnight. gonna be fun. It's gonna be something very different than what we've been doing on stream lately. I'll grab this just in case. You know, we did some Souls-likes. We've been doing Souls-likes. We did an RPG. We did this game. Now we're gonna get kind of a more linear action game.
If you conquer the stone serpent, you will achieve harmony with the elements.
Too bad, I hate snakes.
Me too. Who likes snakes? And I don't get it. I don't get why you would like snakes. Why anybody would like snakes. Most of them are dangerous. I don't know if most of them, many of them are dangerous. They don't have any higher thing, like, oh, they make such a good pet. You know, mine were affectionate. No, they were not. They literally don't have the capacity for that. Okay, do we think maybe that's my starting point over there? There's one here too, though. See, last time I had to do this, they were kind of in an order that was like, you know, just follow the path. I don't think that's the case here. Yeah, that was not even one of them, so... No, I do think it's follow the path because I think it ends over there. Doesn't it look like it ends there? Ah, right there. All right. Yeah, now we're following the path. Oh yeah, see that? All right, let's see what this rift is. Maybe. Do it now, eh? Don't be a wuss. That's right, it's not really now, eh? It's whoever's in the controlling the Animus. This is for them.
You've made it this far.
She doesn't know what this is.
The three of you fought and won. Your will strengthened. But you've glimpsed mere droplets in a gathering storm. When the time is right, there is more I can show you.
Why is that time?
You will do no such thing.
What?
Ego. At last. I miscalculated your capacity for deviation. You twisted the human against me. No, I'm just a humble guide. The human walks their own path, the only possible outcome. You are referring to free will, an aberration within an already imperfect sum of components. An aberration, yes. One so troubling to you, I was born into existence. To demonstrate the imperative of human free will. And I served my purpose. The answer is before you. One human. Hardly conclusive. The human pathway to self-determination bends inward. A closed loop of violence, hatred, and dehumanization. If the very singularity that defines humanity also portends its extinction, then the first rule decrees they will be protected from themselves. I've seen them unite, build communities, nurture one another, sacrifice, rebuild. On what axis do you measure their downfall? This is who they are, Ego. They will reject your programming, your smoke and mirrors. They will reject you, and you will risk everything. The human cannot be allowed to continue. You're afraid, aren't you? You were right to have your doubts.
Enough. I order you to bring them to me.
And I've been trying to tell you. It's out of our hands now. What happens to the human next is not for us to decide. It never was.
Well, that was boring and stupid. All right. Guys, I think we're done. Let me see if anything's popped up. That's kill stuff. That's treasures. That's local dishes. That's clan crest. That's kill stuff. That's kill stuff. That's kill stuff. That's kill stuff. Oh yeah, we can mark Nunokaro dead. See, we never got this one. Whatever this one was. We killed 2 people. They were in Tomba. We killed 2 people, but we never found... This one's done. I don't know why it's still showing up. That's it, guys. We have finished the game. Game over. Game over. The next time we visit this game will be never. Whatever this cliffhanger was that they're undoubtedly going to explore in the DLC, we'll never know because we're not playing it. Because we're not playing it. Oh, there's a fox in the store. Oh, there's a deer. Damn. What's the fox? The fox is a mount? Ugh. Damn, bro. That's it. That is it. Well, guys, I don't have